to SK, although...
Yeah, I think he's definitely still on loan from Immortals.
But, I mean, like if they had signed him, what reason is there not to announce it? I don't know. So I'm just going to assume that he isn't. Let's see if Stewie can stop this plant though from going down, and maybe the plant will be aborted for the time being, because there is time to abort said plant. Despite the shadow being a disadvantage for Mr. Ricardo there, Dead will indeed get the kill, and that leaves Automatic alone. He's making some footsteps, trying to bait out some players, and you see the right clicks, click, 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 click from Taco, just like, I am baiting you, and you know I am, but there's not much you can do about it. Or is there? And Cold Zero, I think, is looking to flank these players once the rotation comes in. So it's a 2 versus 3 on the A bomb site, and Automatic didn't commit to the first pick.
What?
Fallen is just going to wreck everyone, and now Cold Zero is in position, so he's containing these players, he's waiting for them. But it's a nice peek from Stewie 2K. That is absolutely absurd. And Automatic has to, I mean, Automatic doesn't know if there's 1 or 2 people there, which may speak to his hesitation. How strong is this angle from Fur? He avoids the flashbang, and he's not going to be checked for. That's 1 player spotted. Down to Fallen to find the last kill here, but Tarek has a superior angle, but boy, was there damage done to Cloud9. Automatic will put a smoke down on the site, and he may drop a flashbang through it. 20-second mark, his teammate goes down. His teammates are falling around him, 2 versus 4. Can he delay the plant long enough? Fallen taken down towards the cannons, but the trades will come in fast. Now they know Stewie in the 1 versus 2 is the last man around the connector position. He'll drop a smoke out, give himself more areas to fight from, but there are 3 positions into A that he can come from in the next few seconds, and 2 players to cover them, although Fur can deal with 2 at the same time. Dead will be holding down the balcony position, but steps have been made. Stewie falling down now, how to get a 1 versus 1, trying to pre-fire the wood.
See over it, that's kind of cool. It's interesting to see that be innovated.
Hard to look away from that flashbang. Well, Dead has been taken out towards A, so the eye has been taken off the beast.
Oh, it's an interesting bounce.
Yeah, 2 players in the red. One of them's dead. Tarek forced out of the site, but is it retake or is it abandoned ship? Smoke down to the choke point.
I was talking to Fallen at MLG Columbus. He was saying that it was just so hard to retake B that.
Well, there's spam from SK, and it seems that it's going to be a 5-man on road play. Taco has been activated once again, and now the madness will begin. But North Americans are no strangers to Bedlam play. We'll see if Cloud9 can fight back on a difficult CT map. Rush in the smoke. And the T's not going to focus on the bomb plant just yet. The smokes have disappeared, and the counter flashes are coming in for the CT side, but Rush will be taken down by Dead, and only Taco will die. And he's the perfect man to die, because he's the first one in the site. He's in the site often on his own, so he's expected to. Time for them to cut the noise. Although there's a lot of movement from CTs in the drop, and ooh, there's a trade set up being. Look at that, Stewie popping out, Rush being the bait, and that has severely disabled SK, and now they feel compelled to press on. Cold Zero with the AWP at very close range. There are already 2 AWPs on the Cloud9 team. Cold Zero's still got full grenades. He can flash for his teammate. Dead's got to find the entries. Cold Zero trying to tease. No flashes used, and now it's down to Dead to clutch. 1 versus 3. Can he plant the bomb? Stewie with a lovely off angle. I'll make it easy for himself. Second round only for Cloud9.
That was a really cool round. That, like how Stewie was standing in the window.
At this point, what Fallen's priorities are, because you can't expect to be winning the round. So how far exactly is acceptable to get in this situation? Because they could just go and save, but they're choosing not to do that. So is it about damage and bomb plant?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I definitely want to look at the money to see how much they have to lose. Whoa, whoa, ooh, okay. Oh, can you plant? Wow. They actually, maybe they do want to just try to get up.
Oh, what yeah, commit to it. No scope there. Again, the damage is here, but he needs to die in the next second. He's not going to do it. Just after time.
He needed to stick that plant.
I think that's like non-pro hesitation. Because now the plant comes in. Can Taco get back into position? It seems he can. Going back into connector. And the CTs have split up. You hear, he's just realized where Rush is.
A total Flintstones moment from Cloud9 as they run back to the site they left.
So it's grenades flying in. A jump from Rush, and He's going to get shot straight in the head. So Automatic has limited options, and now SK can go for the bait setup. They know where Automatic is. He only knows where one player is. The bomb is ticking, and he may make his escape.
This guy has 3 flashes. It's annoying when someone throws a flash over and the app went unnoticed. And it seemed, I wonder if what Fallen was doing going back, if he was planning on leading towards A, or if Det called him back because he thought he had the chance to get a kill, but it looks like now Fallen's going to play the long con, try to separate into 2 1v1s. Now it's just about, like, I'd pay attention to what angles he clears here, because he's going to make a guess as to where the one CT that he thinks is still here is left. You go for all the free angles that you can, and then you just got to start picking spots. Automatic picks a better one.
Yeah, doesn't pick the right hole on that occasion. Reminds me of, for example, pick silence them for to play a certain style in a particular round. But beyond that, just whatever.
Yeah.
I think we're all used to it. So maybe if it was new, I would have a stronger opinion about it.
We've got Cardo in Bolt's position outside the drop. Fur taking long. Can't hold it. And a wonky spray from Rush to close this round out, potentially. Taco's big flank is out, but this site is too massive to get all these kills. I mean, they would have to see 2 mistakes.
Looking to be the money player, and he may think that A is clear, but he knows that long is unchecked. You can see him looking over there.
Oh, and Fur's going to miss him. Just barely. They're basically going to hold on for Stewie to find the CT and B, and then they'll go. And then Taco's not going to spend any time watching this.
And that's round. Well then, some damage done by SK in this round, and maybe it pays off in the remainder of this match.
Not a big fan of smoking chicken coop just for that reason.
Again, they've got one player stuck in the drop zone, and SK are flanking already. They've got somebody moving up. That's Taco. So they can send extra people towards B, but they still leave somebody in there. So it's going to be a 2 versus 4 now that Automatic has made his way out of connector.
Oh,
so despite the plays of the CT side, it's not going to work out for them.
Oh,
he's so lucky, and Dead delivers a kill from the site. There's a pop flash to try and buy time. He's going to peek before it as well. Smart stuff, showing his own experience. Another kill for Dead, and another one. Gets himself a 3K on the site, shutting down the round and allowing SK, very importantly, to survive with 4 players alive.
Automatic had him
Extremely equipped again. Dead doing his usual. There's a very early, almost a full rotation from SK towards the B bomb site. They seem to have a read as to what SK might be, what Cloud9 might be doing in this round, and they don't seem to be incorrect. Fast grenades from the T side. Lots of counter flashes to try and slow them down. And Taco's going to play through the smoke with Cold Zero. So many flashbangs. How does Cold peek in this situation? He will be rained on through the wall. Taco's gone down as well. They took gambles. They haven't paid off. SK facing a reset. What do they do in this situation? There goes Fur. Oh, this is a complete disaster.
Wow. That's a total turnaround.
There it is. I know what spinach is.
It's close. It's like the afro of lettuce type vegetables.
What does that mean? Broccoli is technically an afro.
That's
Cold Zero through the smoke once again. Can he get 2 kills? No, just the 1. And Taco's going to force his way through anyway. High flashes from him. He's by the flames, but he's got to come back out again. They need to be careful of being shot through the smoke. These CTs in some common positions, but they have themselves a 4 versus 2 advantage now. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Stewie finding a player in an expected spot, catching Fallen with his knife in his hand, or I don't know what, but it wasn't a gun. But now rushes both sides, and Cold Zero in a very exposed position will stay alive for a second or 2 longer.
you can't boost from there.
Yeah, maybe realizing, hitting the ridge as well, and they will reposition, but there's no smoke down here, which may have helped the CT side. So they're in a very awkward position, waiting for Fallen to begin his flank. If he picks off Skadoodle with the AWP, then that gives them movement around the tree, but the trades will rain in. Oh, has he spotted Skadoodle? He's heard him, and he's taken him out. He knows Tarek was by the quick position, doesn't see him reposition. Picks up an M4, spinning around. Oh, that is a glorious shot from Fallen. That is so crude. Rotates. 3 of the 5 players in B, but with Cold Zero holding an AWP on plateau, Taco has rotated all the way to A. That is a really bad spot. There's actually nobody in B to even flash for Cold Zero. He can't see the trajectory of that grenade, and now he's in trouble. How does he escape this position? The Molotovs are flying in as well, and he won't get anything from it. That's almost a free bomb site. The CT's getting annihilated, rotating. SK made the wrong play, and it's cost them the rounds. And it may cost them all their weapons. Does he spot the second play there for it? He doesn't. Almost a no-scope, but now...
Should tell them differently. Coach is now playing.
He's in the server, and maybe he's lost his damn mind. The grenades come in towards the correct site. They've made the right play. First got a UMP and flashbang. He will not fire a single bullet, but there's been time for a rotation from these players. The Molotov on the site will not land. Dead. Oh, he's gonna get... Oh, so close! Never mind. The round is over. If he got that second kill, his teammate on the balcony stays alive. 2 players of Cloud9 are lost, and all kinds of madness can happen. Maybe the round is winnable.
Getting into E-box.
The re-smoke is here, though.
Uh-oh. The longer they wait, the more nervous they're going to get.
Yeah,
that someone's pushed.
Look how many grenades Cloud9 have got, though. They've got so many flashbangs as well. And we saw them use those flashes to good effect, as they often do. So, here it comes. Here it begins. First has the smoke, but he is... who knows where he is. Dead. Gets taken down, keeping an eye on the drop position. So less than ideal setup for SK on the B bomb site, and they get absolutely wrecked.
Completely annihilated. 0 for 5 trades. Everybody pitching in. Rush with the 2.
1 for 1, though, is not good enough. And SK is split between the sites. Look how desperate the situation is. Taco hiding around plant bots and gets 1 kill. May delay things a slight bit, but 2 versus 3. Fur can deploy a smoke, but he will use that one to move forward, and that may be something that Tarek regrets. Fallen picks up an AK in the meantime. Now Fur, he can flash behind the smoke if he wants to. Again, he can smoke the balcony or try to. He goes for a super high one, and Fallen peeks before it goes off and can't get anything done. Fur versus 2. He's got a smoke, but that's going to be that. 16 to 14. And